gals, and welcome to Awkward Hour with me, your host, Megan, aka Infinite Cherry, and today we're going to be looking at this look that I did right here. So it is inspired from a face chart from Facechart artist extraordinaire on Instagram, Eric C. Duh, and of course I'll link all of that stuff and whatever so you can see, blah blah blah, but it's not a complete replication, as you will see. It is really just me kind of taking the basis of what he did on the face chart and kind of going in my own direction because that's just how I do. And so yeah, I really am pleased with how it came out, especially the lips. I think the lips were great. Really digging it. And then of course bright neon colors, that's my MO, that's what I do with my life. Yeah, so I was really into this look. It was a process. It came a while. I actually started out trying to replicate the face chart as you see it, and as the process was going, I was like, I'm not really into this. And so I took it all off and just went with the green and the blue colors and kind of just did my own thing from there. So, and I'm obviously a lot more happy with it. So, yes. Okay, so here are now the steps to achieving this beautiful tropical neon eyeball look, because that's just me. I love neon stuff. So I already did my eyebrows, obviously. And I did put on a little bit of eye primer, and for that I used the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion because I got it for gratis, and there you go. That's why I use it. There's no other reason other than it was free. So basically, alright, so we have a primer on, and I'm going to use my highlight color first because I like to do a highlight color first, always. For that I'm using MAC Mylar, which is the one that I use out of all of the days of my life. So I'm using that just on a flat eyeshadow brush to put that up under my brow, and perfect. And now you're done. Just kidding. Okay, so the next step that we are going to do is from this BH Cosmetics palette. It is the Take Me to Brazil palette. It's this color right here that we are going to use next. It's like a turquoise blue, beautiful color, very nice, right? Ugh, stupid allergies. Blech. Like a weird allergy attack, come on. Hey, guess what? I forgot a step. Before you go into that BH Cosmetics palette with the beautiful blue color, I'm going to prime my eyelid also with this Lunatic Cosmetic Labs white base primer. I'm just going to take that on a kind of flat, small concealer brush. Just synthetic material and whatnot, and I'm gonna just slap that all over. I think I got a little too much, but it's okay. I'm gonna just go in with my finger and just spread that all around too, because I definitely got too much. I have little chunks of it now. Well, it took a lot longer than necessary, but you know, whatever. Okay, so now I can go into that turquoise color for my eyeball dizzles and take that on a very small kind of eyeshadow brush. This one I like to do for like detailing, kind of right in this inner corner over here, since I have a hooded eye. Getting into the inner corner is muy difícil. I'm gonna take from the Urban Decay Electric Palette Gonzo, which is this beautiful blue color right here. I'm just gonna take it on a fluffy crease brush. I didn't get too much, like I got a little bit and I'm really tapping off the excess, but I'm kind of just using it to very lightly blend out the turquoise color over here. Since I'm not really using Gonzo over here, I'm going to kind of just blend this color now. But what I am gonna put there is also from the Take Me to Brazil palette. It's this really pretty, like, white. It looks white, but it has that duochrome to it. You probably can't see it in this camera, but it has a really pretty goldy green blue kind of shimmer duo schmutz. So that's what's going on the inside here, and I love it. It is so pretty. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my inner lid color, which is going to be MAC Bitter, which I have realized that I have like 1,000 colors like this, and there's, you know, always brands coming out with more of this color, and I am always drawn to this color because it's just so adorable and it looks great on my eyeball and in my hair. But it's this, you know, like lime green chartreusey kind of color. You've seen it. And the only reason I'm not using the one from the electric palette is because Bitter actually has more pigment, I feel like. And it definitely looks green. Whereas sometimes I feel like with the Urban Decay one, I think it's called Thrash, not Trash, it can sometimes look a little yellow. And I want green, so obvi. So yes, so we have that going on now. Alright, so I'm going back to this blue color, yeah? And just, you know, doing some blending and such. Alright, so just go back and forth with that blue and bitter and get a blend thing going. So this, I could leave it like this, do liner, do lashes, and be happy with my life. But I'm not happy until there's more shimmer and shit going on. So what I'm gonna do next is use this ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadow in Ibiza. And it's, you know, just like a shimmering, beautiful turquoise color that is my life. So I'm gonna take the end of the Urban Decay brush from the electric palette and just tap that very lightly. I'm not trying to like go over the BH color, just trying to get a little shimmer going on basically. And the next color that I'm going to use is also from ColourPop. It is called Fizz. So I'm just gonna pick that up with my finger because again I don't want a whole lot. I'm just gonna tap that in the middle where we put Bitter, just for a little shimmer, and that's all I'm doing with those. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna take one of my makeup wipes and just clean up that outer corner right here to get a nice smooth and sharp line. Oops, let's do it again. Okay, so now we have a nice smooth line and everything is looking fantastic. And neon, which I'm always into. Okay, so I'm going to just do some under eye concealer, I guess, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I'll do for the bottom lashes. Okay, I just had to wait for the Giants game to be over because it was the 9th inning and I was just wanting to make sure that we would win and win with a shutout, and we did. So, okay. I love baseball. Anyways, now I'm making all these weird hand gestures and I look like a freak, but it's okay, I am. Okay, so I did this eye, obviously, and I also did the liner on this side because I had to do it off screen. I had to do it off camera because I don't feel comfortable doing it in front of an audience for some reason. So what I'm going to do right now is just take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, and I'm just going to do like just a little bit right here, just because I'm not too worried about covering the entire area over here. Like I just kind of want to cover like right in this pocket of darkness. So yep, so now I've got some there. I'm gonna go back into my Lunatic Cosmetic Labs primer, take a little bit of that and do, you know, this whole doohickey here. put our next color, which is from ColourPop, and it is called Dare. And I always think of the Gorillaz song when I think of this color. So anyways, now I'm just gonna take this Urban Decay electric palette brush and just coat my bottom lash line with the Dare color. Okay, so after we do that, I just want like a little bit more pigment. So I'm just gonna grab some of that with my finger, beep, and just kind of smudge that in place because it's okay if it's smudgy. And then I'm gonna use Pool Boy from OCC, their pencil. I'm gonna use that on the inner waterline here for just a pop of color. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some false eyelashes on and, you know, put some face makeup on, I guess, and we'll talk about what I did for that and we'll talk about lips, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I put false eyelashes on, obviously, you can tell, and the ones that I use today are my favorites. They are from House of Lashes and they are Pixie Luxe lashes. Moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and use this sample that I made of this Bobbi Brown, I don't even know what it's called because on the thing I wrote skin smoothing thing because I knew what it was gonna be. So alright, so we have that on there. I'm not going anywhere after this, so I don't really need to put makeup on, but for the sake of this being a look, we'll put makeup on. So I'm gonna use my Marc Jacobs Genius Gel because I really like this. I like that it looks like skin. It doesn't look like foundation when you put it on. It looks really natural. At least all the times I've used it. I don't know, I could be wrong here. And I'm gonna try this brush. This is the Becca, I don't even know what this is called. Becca like does it all brush, and it looks like a paintbrush and it looks ridiculous, but it does really well at blending stuff out, so I don't know. We'll go with it. I don't know if I've tried it with the Marc Jacobs foundation yet, so we'll try it right now and see. Whatever. Let me put some on my forehead. I feel like on the forehead is like the only time where it's like, it like makes sense because then you can just go like this. So for setting that, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. Okay, what? Highlight. So for highlight, I'm going to use the MAC Lightscapade highlighter, which I really like. It's so pretty. And I just use it on my finger and just kind of put it where I would highlight. That makes sense, right? Sometimes I do things that make sense. And I just go hog wild with that because I love to highlight. Contour, not so much. Sorry. If you're looking for contour, you're in the wrong channel. So yeah, now we have that. Great. Cool. Good. So now we just do a little bit of blush, and for that I'm going to use Dandelion by Benefit, which I haven't used in a while, so we're going to use it because I said so. I forgot I had hit pan on it. I was using it every day for a really long time. And now I haven't been, so sad story, I guess. Cool story, Hansel. So I'm just gonna pat that in using a Bare Minerals brush from forever ago. Great, that's there now as well. Fantastic. So now I have to figure out what to do with the lips. So in the Facechart, the lips matched the eyebrows. Obviously I didn't do the eyebrows though. But I think the color that I'm going to use is I'm going to use Kat Von D's Everlasting liquid lipstick in Love, or LUV, however you want to say that. So, yep, here we go. Okay, so I tried doing this ombre thing, and I'm just gonna leave this alone because anytime I try to fucks with anything that's ombre, I always mess up, so it's just not gonna do any sort of ombre thing with that today. So just the Kat Von D by itself, but actually I saw the Dare out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, ooh, what if I tap a little bit of that on top? So let's try a little bit of that. Just gonna take a little bit with my finger. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my god, I'm like Kesha. Just have glitter everywhere. That's so pretty. Okay, now I'm a genius. Okay, great. So just added a little bit of that on top, and now it's, I think, complete. So that's this look. So this is the look that was inspired by the Eric C. Duh Facechart, but then I sort of took it in my own direction because, as I've stated before, once I take someone else's inspiration and try it on myself, I usually don't like following it to the letter. And once I kind of incorporate my own things, then obviously I like it a lot more because it just works for me. And that is about that. So hopefully you guys like that and you enjoyed watching me do what I do, which is be a weirdo on TV. On TV. We're not quite there yet. Be a weirdo on camera. I would just be on camera anyways. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you do, you can do all the typical YouTube things like give me a like, subscribe, I don't know, share, things like that. I don't really care. Do what you want to do. Just keep coming back for more because I like talking into the camera and doing my makeup, pretending like I actually know what I'm doing. So it works for me. So yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, I'll see you next time maybe. Stay weird and it's been real. Bye.